Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the A1, part number PAK-C3. This is a quick change kit for their Pack-a-Punch, for their Chrysler 7-cut system, for a particular set of codes. And this is one of lots of different units available from A1. And I've owned a Pack-a-Punch for years. I used the daylights out of that machine, the daylights out of it. When I first saw the machine in the very early 1990s, I resisted the temptation of buying it because I thought, there's no way this thing's accurate. This looks like a toy. Well, it stayed in my head, and sure enough, I bought one. And I used it, and it was perfect. I mean, perfect. Going out to job sites constantly, I didn't have to bring my Blue Punch. In Chicago, there's lots of Schlage. There's lots of Schlage everywhere, obviously, but northwest side of Chicago, lots of Schlage. All the development that was being done in the near north side, all of the West Loop development over the last 25 years. I would take a little nylon bag with two handles, a doctor's bag. I would have literally everything in it that I would need to do a job in a single bag. That was rather inconspicuous. Not carrying a big code key cutting machine. That Pack-a-Punch would fit right in that bag, and I'd stand right at the doorway, and bam, 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 bam. Good to go. Customer calls, Rich, I broke the key off. Can you come get me in? Sure. Key extractor, boom, 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 done. And outrageous. This is a, this will allow you to take your Pack-a-Punch and cut these Chrysler 7-cut units. There may be 20 different variants of the Pack-a-Punch depth knob, spacing bar. You're going to be able to cut a variety of stuff. Not only the Schlage and the Quickset stuff, but the automotive opportunities are incredible, all on one machine. And they're really easy to change, really fast, in fact. Really what, interchangeable core as well, really what most, the greatest pleasant surprise was how reliable the machine was. So anyway, let's take a look closer at this. There's your depth knob, obviously. Okay. Here's your spacing bar. And of course your T-handle to clamp the key in. There's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the A1 products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. And it's within that product catalog that you're going to be able to review all of the tools from A1, but most in particular the code cutting equipment that's there. Not only the Pack-a-Punch, but they have their green machine, and we don't sell those often, but when we do, it's quite an event. In 2017, I sold 2 of them to a university, and naturally I pulled that machine out before I sent it to the client and took a nice tour of it and talk about a machine that's just going to be built for decades of use. What a great machine. There was a long lead time on that machine because it was certainly made to order, but a beautiful machine. They ordered it for an A2 system, the .0125 increment on the pin. Yeah, .0125. Just a great tool. I didn't use it, but got far enough before I knew how exquisitely it would work. The rest of their catalog is incredibly handy because they have a lot of tools that if you are in the locksmith business as a new entrant into the industry, You want to familiarize yourself with their product line. They have tools that other people have as well. The A1 tool line is a favorite of mine, and while I don't make a living as a locksmith, we do locksmithing type tasks here. And as a result of the fact that I don't spend all day long diving into the world of locksmithing, you need the ability to rely on a manufacturer of locksmithing tools that can help you with technical support questions. And A1 could not be a more perfect picture of a company who will not only guarantee a response, but that response will be an absolute, it will be an answer from someone who is an expert in the subject matter. Other common tools are going to be their pick gun. I do not have skill when it comes to picking locks. Some people like pick guns. They have one. I've owned that. I've owned, obviously, the Pack-a-Punch from them. They have plug spinners, which you may need eventually if you get into impressioning keys, getting to picking cylinders. You could get into picking cylinders, really, and then, possibly impressioning keys separately. They have a mortise cylinder removal tool, which I have found to be very handy. There are times when I can't get my fingers on I can't get enough energy through my fingers to get that cylinder to move. So that tool, once you're sure that the set screw and other restraints are removed off of the cylinder bare side, that tool is really handy because it will get the cylinder off the door. Their quick pull is there. I have never used that tool, but I've sold it and know people who have used it, say that it works just well. I have sold that tubular lock saw. They do have a saw for drilling out the right size tubular locks. Some people call them ace keys, or they were, back in the old days, known as ace keys. And that's everything that I can tell you about their catalog and their product line. The best way to determine if they have the Pack-a-Punch quick change set up for your requirements is just pull up that catalog. It's not a very large catalog, but the Pack-a-Punch occupies 20% of the entire catalog, so you'll be able to get to where you have to on that. Finally, there's a link below this video, again, to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up all the A1 products we sell, a link to the manufacturer's website, and a link to their full product catalog. Any questions on the PAK-C3 for Chrysler 7 cut for the codes listed in the book? If you're not sure what those codes mean, it basically is a reference to a code book that will allow you to take the key with the code on it, refer to the code book, and then you'll know whether or not this tool has the capability of cutting those keys within that code range defined in the code book. Anyway, any questions on this or any other A1 product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.